Hi guys, welcome to the Physics 1A lab component. My name's Dr. Adam Palmer. I will be running you through the experiments and a few safety things that need to go on with the experiments. So there will be a series of modules that you'll be able to access online where you can prepare yourself for the laboratory before you come in, and that's very important. So first I'd like to speak to you about the safety in the lab. So I know you're old enough to know not to run around inside a lab, but what I'd like to impress on you is that you're coming to a point in your career where you need to act like a professional. So you can treat these labs as a professional. So come in here and act accordingly. You need to have respect for your fellow students and yourself and your demonstrators. Also, during these labs, you will be asked to use safety equipment, things like glasses. If your demonstrator does ask you to use those, please make sure that you use them because that's for a reason. Yep, I know something like these glasses aren't very sexy, but they protect you from sharp objects like this and spills and chemical spills, that sort of thing. If there's a problem in the lab, so if there's an emergency, your demonstrator knows the exact way out of the lab, so please follow their instructions. They can take you safely out to the meeting points. Covered shoes. So if you come into the laboratory, there's a chance that you could get something spilt on your feet, something heavy dropped on your feet, so please, you must wear those covered shoes. You won't be allowed to enter the lab until you have those. You will be required to fill out a safety induction, which can be found at the Learning at GU website, and you won't be allowed to start labs until you've actually shown the demonstrator a signed form that you have completed that. Now, when you'll be undertaking these experiments, you'll be taking notes. Now, it's very important as a professional scientist that you keep very detailed records of all your experiments. So if you start an experiment 1 year, 3 years later, you might need to come back and verify some of the results. So if you've got a tatty little notebook where the pages can tear out and you've got your breakfast and your coffee spilt all over it, then that's not going to help you much in 3 years' time when it comes to write a report on the work you've been doing. It's appropriate to have a laboratory notebook that has a hard cover and that you can't pull pages out of. Okay, so make sure you pick one of those up from the newsagents. It doesn't have to be something professional like this. This is something that a PhD student or a researcher would use. Also, it's very important that you read the notes before you come into these experiments. So you'll have, on Learning at Griffith, a series of laboratory notes that you will have to download and print out before you bring in. Please don't wait till the experiment day to print those out, and it just wastes your time. You only have limited time in the lab. So to make the most out of this lab experience, you have to be prepared. You can come in and you're ready to go. Now, you've got very professional demonstrators here who know, they've been demonstrating these labs for quite a while. Ask them questions. There's no such thing as stupid questions. Put your hand up if you're having any difficulty and you think you're getting behind. Just get your demonstrator and they'll come and help you. Thanks.